Once upon a time, in a world filled with magic and adventure, there lived a young woman named Kacy Hill. She was born in the Roaring Twenties, a time of great excitement and change, and died in the groovy 70s, an era known for its peace, love, and music. But it is from the 60s that she got her greatest fame as an American singer-songwriter, musician, and actress. She was one of the most popular recording artists of her time, loved by millions for her incredible voice and electrifying stage presence. Some even called her the goddess of rock and roll. Now let's travel back in time to the 1940s and meet the young Kacy. Born in Dallas, Texas on July 25, 1925, Kacy grew up in a musical family. Her father, Lloyd, was a bandleader, and her mother, Helen, was a pianist. So it's no surprise that Kacy fell in love with music from an early age. She started singing in church and school choirs, and by the time she was 16, she was performing professionally with her father's band. At 18, Kacy's passion for music took her to the legendary Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, Tennessee, where she became the youngest member of the Opry's cast at the time. Soon she was making records, touring the country and opening for some of the biggest names in show business, including Hank Williams and Ernest Tubb. Kacy's big break came in 1953 when she recorded a song called I Coo, Und Believe You Re-In Love With Me. The song became a hit and shot Kacy to stardom. Suddenly, she was in demand everywhere. People wanted to see and hear her perform. But as Kacy's career took off, she faced a difficult decision. She was in love with a fellow musician named Kacy Hill, but their families didn't approve of their relationship. In fact, they had arranged for Kacy to marry someone else. Torn between her duty and her heart, Kacy chose love. She married Eddie and moved to California to pursue her dream of becoming a Hollywood star. Kacy's talent did not go unnoticed in California. She soon landed roles in several films, including Untamed Youth and Don't Knock the Rock. But it was her music that continued to be her greatest passion. In the 1960s, Kacy became a regular performer at the Whiskey A Go-Go, a popular nightclub in West Hollywood. It was here that she earned the title Goddess of Rock and Roll. Throughout her career, Kacy released dozens of singles and albums, many of which became hits. Some of her most popular songs include I Went to a Party, How Can I Be Sure, The Things We Did Last Summer, and You Don't Know Me. Her music was a blend of rock and roll, country, pop, and blues. And she performed with an energy and enthusiasm that was contagious. Sadly, Kacy's health began to decline in the 1970s, and she died of cancer on February 19, 1974. She was only 48 years old, but in the short time she was here, she left an indelible mark on the music industry. Kacy was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 1989 and the Musicians Hall of Fame and Museum in 2007, and her legacy continues. To inspire musicians today, now that we've heard Kacy's story, let's take a look at some of her best quotes. These words offer a glimpse into her personality and the way she saw the world. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. It's hard to believe that a person can feel so bad that something good happens to them. But that's the way I felt when I first got a hit record. I thought, now everybody's gonna know how good I am. But that isn't true. Only a certain group of people like your music. This quote shows Kacy's humility and self-awareness. Despite her success, she knew that not everyone would like her music, and that was okay with her. When I started out, I couldn't read or write music, but I could sing anything I heard. I suppose that's why they call it a gift. This quote highlights Kacy's natural talent and hard work. She may not have been able to read or write music, but she was willing to put in the effort to learn and improve. There are two things I can't stand: people who are no good and people who think they are. This quote reveals Kacy's strong sense of right and wrong. She was not afraid to speak her mind and stand up for what she believed in. I've always tried to tell the truth in my songs, no matter what the record company or the radio stations wanted to hear. This quote showcases Kacy's integrity and authenticity. She was not willing to compromise her art just to please others. You don't have to be sad to sing a sad song. Sometimes you just have to remember a sad song. This quote offers insight into Kacy's approach to music. She understood that emotions could be evoked without personal sadness. And there you have it, the amazing story of Kacy Hill, a true legend in every sense of the word. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing stories. Thanks for watching.